the sword of Allah.
Islam had just faced its most formidable military mind. He launched a sudden cavalry attack from behind, completely changing the course of the battle.
His body carried the scars of swords, spears, and arrows.
This was the clan of warriors. A small group of archers had left their position. 3,000 Muslims against an army of over 100,000.
3,000 against 100,000. From the gates of Mecca to the fields of Yamama, the sword of Allah led his forces through the dust of battle. There are warriors who are remembered for how they died. And then there is one who is remembered for how he lived. He fought in more than 100 battles. Not one, not two, more than 100. His body carried the scars of swords, spears, and arrows. And yet, when death came to him,
It did not come on the battlefield.
he once said, "In my hand, 9 swords were broken in battle."
This is the story of Khalid bin Walid, the man whom the Prophet Muhammad said, Saifullah,
The sword of Allah.
Khalid bin Walid was not an ordinary man. He was born into Banu Makhzum, one of the most powerful and respected clans of Quraysh. This was the clan of warriors, the generals, the military minds, the strategists of Mecca.
From a young age, Khalid was trained for one purpose: war.
Horse riding, sword fighting, battle formations. He did not just fight with strength, he fought with intelligence. Even before Islam, he was already known as a military genius. And history would soon witness that genius. At the Battle of Uhud, Khalid bin Walid was still an enemy of Islam. The Muslims had the upper hand. Victory seemed certain. But Khalid noticed something others did not. A small group of archers had left their position, disobeying the command of the Prophet. Khalid seized the moment. He launched a sudden cavalry attack from behind, completely changing the course of the battle. That single move turned near victory into a painful loss. This moment proved one thing beyond doubt. Khalid bin Walid was not just brave, he was dangerously strategic. And Islam had just faced its most formidable military mind. But something began to change. Khalid watched Islam grow stronger. He saw the truth spreading despite persecution, war, and sacrifice. Eventually, his heart opened. Khalid bin Walid embraced Islam. When he stood before the Prophet Muhammad, the Prophet said, "All praise is due to Allah who guided you. I always knew a man with your intellect would eventually come to Islam." From that moment on, Khalid's sword would no longer rise against Islam. It would rise for it. Soon after accepting Islam, Khalid faced his first great test, the Battle of Muta. 3,000 Muslims against an army of over 100,000.
3,000 against 100,000.
One by one, the Muslim commanders fell as martyrs. The army was on the brink of destruction.
That day, Khalid bin Walid took command.
Through swift maneuvering, strategic formations, and tactical withdrawals, he did something unheard of. He saved the Muslim army from annihilation. When the survivors returned to Medina, people initially criticized them, but the Prophet declared, they did not flee, they regrouped. And Khalid is Saifullah,
The sword of Allah.
From that day forward, history would call him by this name. After Muta, Khalid participated in battle after battle. The conquest of Mecca, Hunain, the campaign against false prophets, the Battle of Yamama, one of the fiercest battles in Islamic history.
From the gates of Mecca to the fields of Yamama, the sword of Allah led his forces through the dust of battle.
In every battle, his strategies overcame larger armies.
His leadership inspired soldiers. His decisiveness brought victory. Historians state clearly, Khalid bin Walid never lost a single battle after accepting Islam, not once.
Allahu Akbar!
This wasn't luck. This wasn't coincidence. This was divine support combined with exceptional skill. Towards the end of his life, Khalid reflected on his journey. He said, I participated in so many battles seeking martyrdom, and there is no part of my body except that it has been struck by sword, spear, or arrow.
And here I am, dying on my bed like a camel.
And here I am, dying on my bed like a camel. Let the eyes of the cowards never sleep. When he spoke of 9 swords breaking in his hands, he was describing the intensity of close combat. Sword after sword cracked, chipped, or snapped under the relentless force of battle. Not out of rage, but out of persistence. This was not brutality, this was endurance.
Perhaps the most painful test of Khalid's life was not the battlefield.
It was his deathbed. The man who chased martyrdom was denied it.
Why? Because Allah honored him differently. Some are honored by dying for Islam. Others are honored by living for it. Allah preserved Khalid so Islam could survive through him. Victory after victory, stability after chaos, that was his role. Despite all his victories, Khalid was once removed from military command, not because of failure, but to teach the Ummah that victory comes from Allah, not individuals. Khalid accepted this without rebellion, without resentment. He continued fighting as a simple soldier. That is the true measure of greatness.
We strike at dawn. The Byzantine line is weakest on the left flank. Maintain formation and await my signal.
Power without arrogance, leadership without ego, faith without conditions. Khalid bin Walid did not conquer lands for fame. He conquered hearts through discipline, loyalty, and iman. He taught us that strength must be guided by faith. Victory is a trust from Allah, and impact matters more than how our story ends. He did not die on a battlefield, but history still hears the sound of swords breaking in his hands. This was Khalid bin Walid, the sword of Allah.